Okay, continuing on with the assembly here. According to the instructions, I'm going to work on the motor end for the pulley on the y-axis. My sled bed here has favors one side. When I set it up like this, it favors more or less the left side. If I were to turn my bed around, it would, to line up the belt, it would, favor the right side. Just a quick note that I'm using that particular arrangement to denote, the motor end, because it'll sit over here towards this left side once it's installed. I'm reading the instructions here. Motor end. Fit the 14th tooth pulley to the y-axis stepper motor, and this is 14 tooth molded pulley. This should slide over the front shaft, which is right here. It has a little flat spot on it right there. And fix the shaft by tightening the M3 10mm socket set screw. And I found some extra hardware in this bag, unlabeled, and I'm using one of those screws here. They're in there with some tapping screws, but I'm using one of these to do that job. Note that the gear has an encapsulated nut. Insert the screw and tighten it all the way until it breaks out into the center hole. And I've already done that here. I've already broken through there. So, clear out the plastic, then fit it onto the motor. Don't tighten the screw too much with the pulley mounted. Otherwise, you could break the pulley apart. So I'll just align this up here. Gear goes inside and fits right on there, all the way in. Now I'll set it up and take a look at the flat side and make sure that the bolt will match up to that flat there. So I'll do that and ensure that that's done properly off camera. Ensure the teeth face in towards the motor. Note that the y-axis belt will not fit properly with the pulley the other way around. Screw the motor to the Y motor bracket using the 3 M3 16mm screws. So I just used 3 of these. It'll leave one for something. Then fit the part to the Y motor bracket either side of the 626 bearing, which is right here. So it's saying hook up these first onto the motor using these 3. So I'll do that off camera because I can't do it and hold the camera at the same time. Let's see here. Between the serrated washers on the top crossbar, the Y motor end should look like this, and they show a picture of it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me move that up, and you can see the little red from where I have the camera on, but it doesn't really focus in on it. It's blurry. Showing a picture of what it looks like installed. Let's see if I can just set it on here. Seemed to me that it would be easier to install it first on here and then attach that motor, which is probably what I'll do. I got the first half on there, but without my helpers. By the way, you can notice my helpers aren't here. You're going to see Grandma, so I'm helperless. And then that side goes on there like that. So I can't do it and hold the camera at the same time, so I'll do that off camera.